And we continue our coverage of the events on Capitol Hill, and joining us to shed some light on the situation unfolding in Washington is Jeremy Adams. He's a political analyst and lecturer at CSUB. So thank you so much, Jeremy, for joining us tonight here. And let's first start off by talking about on what today's events, what kind of effect do you think that this has on the American people?
I absolutely think this is a difficult day on the psyche and the pride of America. I'm a 44-year-old American. I spent my whole life teaching civics education to young people, and except for 9/11, I can't think of a day that's more upsetting. In some ways, it's actually more upsetting, Alex, because we actually did this to ourselves. We weren't attacked like we were on 9/11 or Pearl Harbor or even the War of 1812 when the British set fire to the White House. We did this to ourselves, and that's why I think it's such a shot to the gut for so many Americans today. We all feel very raw today, no question about it.
And what do you think protesters were actually trying to achieve by doing this?
I think there's no question that protesters feel that what happened 2 months ago on November 3rd was absolutely illegitimate. They have been told that for months and months and months, despite the fact that there have been dozens of lawsuits, many of which have been thrown out by Trump-appointed judges, despite the fact that the Attorney General said there was no widespread conspiracy or irregularities. I think a lot of them simply feel that at the end of the day, that what was happening in the House and the Senate, which, by the way, is supposed to be a relatively insignificant event. Nobody ever talks about January 6th in the presidential election process, and yet many of them probably felt like this was their last chance to rectify a wrong and to make sure that the person they think was rightfully elected was able to win out in the end. And so I think at the end, that's what they wanted to do.
And last question here, Jeremy, what do you think this means for the GOP? Has the GOP officially split now?
Yeah, I think there's absolutely no question that this is the day that we will look back and see that there was an official split in the GOP. It's kind of like a hot piece of cheese that you keep separating and it won't quite separate, but I think today was the actual schism. You're going to have those who continue to support the president. The president's son today even said, this is not the Republican Party, belongs to the Trump family. That's who the GOP belongs to. And I think other people are going to start to step up and say, no, we're going to yank this back and we're going to set a new course and start to prepare for a post-Trump GOP. But it's going to be tough sailing for quite a while.
All right, Jeremy, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. Jessica, I'm going to go ahead and send it back over to you.